It's a rite of passage story filled with energy and fun and laughter with a kind of deep soul to it, I'd say.
So it's about that journey from childhood to adulthood, and that it's important that we maybe spend time in those moments together with each other and to share the stories around them.
Initially it came from a real personal desire to make a show about home. Home felt really strong. We're parenting artists and home life impacts us, but also the questions of, as individuals, where do we want to live, where do we settle, where do we call home? And we started to think about that a lot and talk to lots of other people, and then realised that this was a project for us to make. So then we began talking to collaborators and other artists about that, and then stretched it further into working with lots of different groups, just to ask questions. What is home? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? And then also just starting conversations around home. That became a really big question for us, ourselves, and for the project, is what is home?
And then we brought that question about what does that mean to school children? What does it mean to the traveller community in Ireland? We went to work with them, asylum seekers, single mother groups. And that was really interesting. We brought a workshop with us, but actually there was a lot of conversation happened around that workshop.
And then we'd also have the story of Baba Yaga and Vasilisa. And I'd been wanting to make that show for a really long time. I'd had that story, and then I suddenly went, oh my goodness, it's a show about home. It's a show about a girl setting out, going through various different stages of home, having to leave, needing to leave, wanting to leave, and then also coming back to herself and realising that actually home is within, that home is herself, and she can go anywhere from that home.
So from those workshops that started to inform the set, the design of the piece. Things that are shown in the piece are included from the people. Their direct hand is involved, which has been a real honour to put that up on stage.
It was interesting. It was a collaboration with Matt first of all, and then just working. We wanted to work with a dancer, and we wanted to see how that would be with our work. Our work's really physical anyway, but to actually collaborate with someone where dance is their focus. And then we knew we needed a third performer, and Alex was a friend of Matt's. They've worked together a little bit before, and she was just perfect. As soon as we spoke to her, we were like, yeah, there's Vasilisa.
We started thinking about what sort of feeling we wanted with the songs, and it sort of started to go a little bit kind of American, old style, old time folky vibe, a bit, oh brother, where art thou? And so I was kind of thinking, okay, fiddles and banjos and that kind of feeling of being a chorus. So me and Monica, who's the other live musician, we like the chorus sort of commenting on what's happening.
I'm the constructor of things, but also I'm a maker of some of the finer things in the set, and I've had help along the way from other people. Pops of colour against quite a plain set that sits back, and then the set is intelligent enough to be used as a shadow screen, and so that's where the mask is brilliant in the plain sight, but it also has to have a sort of impact in a shadow sequence, and it has a good profile.
Basically everything's battery powered, which means that we could do this in a woodland or in an industrial unit, or we could do it in all sorts of different locations. And that felt really important to us, that theatre can burst outside of the theatre building. I mean, to put it in a forest at night and to tell the story of Baba Yaga would be amazing. We would love to do that.